la balle de mort.
I was born and raised in Missouri, a land that was once peaceful and fertile. But in recent years, that peace has slowly started to vanish. Feral hogs have become a real and growing threat. According to the state's Department of Natural Resources, damages caused by these animals in 2024 alone have exceeded $1.5 million, and that number keeps rising. Crops are being destroyed, livestock attacked, and the ecosystem thrown into chaos. In rural counties like Carter and Shannon, locals say the situation is spiraling out of control. Every night brings new sounds, fresh tracks, and fields left torn apart by morning. As farmers, we know one thing for sure. If we don't act, the damage will only get worse. That's why I teamed up with a group of friends, not out of anger, but out of duty. Duty to our land, to our families, and to the community that depends on both. We set out at first light. Rifles, binoculars, ammo, and supplies were loaded into the back of the pickup, ready for a long day ahead. Our destination: a stretch of woods about 20 minutes from the farm, an area recently crawling with wild hog activity. We hadn't made it far when we were forced to stop. A faint rustle in the brush caught our attention. Seconds later, a hog appeared, snout to the ground, rooting for food. There was no time to hesitate. I raised my rifle, took aim, and pulled the trigger. One clean shot, down it went. A few kilometers deeper into the woods, we came across a sizable herd of wild hogs moving along the edge of a creek. It was a situation that called for quick action. One of my teammates took the initiative and fired the first shot, aiming straight at the biggest boar in the group. The shot landed clean, and the animal dropped instantly. The sound of gunfire sent the rest scattering. In the chaos, I spotted another hog darting across an opening, and didn't miss my chance to take it down. Some managed to escape into the thick brush, but it was still a solid result. In less than 3 hours, we had brought a significant part of the herd under control, a big step in our ongoing fight to stop the damage they're causing.
Bekle.
As the sun climbed higher and the morning fog began to lift, the heat in the woods grew heavier with every step. Just as fatigue was setting in, movement up ahead snapped us back into focus. I took the lead, rifle raised and eyes scanning. A blur of shadows streaked across our line of sight, wild hogs again. They were fast, but not faster than a team ready and waiting to strike.
Faut que j'aille, Antoine.
By early afternoon, we shifted northwest, toward an area thick with brush and well-worn trails where hogs often move out toward open field. Just as we approached a patch of dry trees, a massive boar suddenly burst out, charging straight at me from only a few meters away. There was no time to think. I spun and fired on instinct. The shot hit clean. The animal collapsed after only a few strides. We paused in silence for a moment, letting the adrenaline settle. 1 second slower, and the outcome could have been a lot worse.
La balle de mort.
As we continued along the edge of the forest, we spotted another hog. It moved slowly, completely unaware it was already in our sight. I took position, steadied my aim, and lined up the shot. 1 second later, the trigger was pulled. Clean, quick, and right on target. The hog went down instantly. Another solid result for the day, and another step forward in our mission to protect the land we live and work on.
Ouais, bah je vais y aller.
As the sun began to dip behind the hills, we started making our way back. But the biggest surprise of the day was still ahead. An entire herd of wild hogs suddenly appeared right in our path. It was an opportunity we couldn't ignore. The team moved quickly, took positions, and launched a coordinated strike. The ambush lasted only a few minutes, clean, fast, and effective. By the end of the day, we had taken down dozens of hogs. But this wasn't just a hunt, it was a critical effort to protect our land, our crops, and the safety of rural communities from a destructive invasive species. In many U.S. states, landowners and farmers are allowed to hunt feral hogs year-round without a license. These laws are designed to help protect agriculture and prevent ecological damage. Still, responsible hunting practices and safety remain a top priority in every operation. That wraps up today's hunt. What did you think? If you enjoyed the action, drop a comment, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next wild encounter. We'll see you in the next video, because the fight to defend rural America is far from over.